Hello guys, welcome to the another tutorial of the Power BI. In this video, we are going to learn how you can create this sort of graph into the Power BI. So before we move to creating the visualization, let me show you the data. Here is the table for different countries and their sales and the growth. And we also have the image URL for the flags. So it is easy how you can get this particular image URL. Just come to the Wikipedia and then search for the country you want. Just open the flag image and right click and copy the image address. And you can paste it over here in the column. We actually have this particular links in this particular column, so we don't need to do that again. Let's get back into the Power BI. We already imported this particular data, but before you create the visualization, make sure that you select the particular URL column, and in the data category you must select the image URL so that the Power BI must treat this particular data as an image. So let's just come to the page. This is actually what we are going to do over here is create the table, and then we make this particular table look like a graph. So just take the table, then we put the image URL, then sales, then growth. So now we get our image in the table, also the sum of sales and the growth. Now we can also, if you want, you can select the country name. And then what we are going to do is now we are using the conditional formatting to create the graph. So just and select the sum of sales. Okay. Okay, now it's actually look little better. Okay, now we want to make certain changes in the visuals so that it's look more like this. Let's go to the visual panel. Then first you need to select the style. And here we can select the none so that it matches the background. Then we go to the grid and we make it 5 and size is around 10 so that the bar is more separated and look clearly. Then we also choose the top border as a white color. Okay. Now just go to the column header because we don't want that one. So we convert into the white. But here in this graph, you can see the total over here that is not necessary. So we just remove that one also. And if we compare this one with our result, you can see there is a certain changes that we need to do. The first of all, this is a growth indicators that we want in our visualization. So how you can get that is same like a conditional formatting, but here what we are going to use is the rules. So just right click and select conditional formatting. Just select the first, we change the color and then we get the icons. So first of all, font colors, then we use rules. Okay. So what we want is that the first value is if the value is less than, just set it over in numbers. If his value is less than a 0 and less than equal to 100, then the color is green because the value is in percentage, so it cannot go above 100. So we add another rule for red. If the value is greater than equal to the negative 100 and setting a number again and less than 0, then it is negative growth that we want to basically show it as a shade. Just click on okay. So here you can see if the values are in negative, you can see the red color, and if the values are in positive, you can see green color. So just the last thing that we need to do is that we want this particular icon over here there so that it can easily show the information. So just get back to the conditional formatting. Just select the icon over here. Just let me remove all the rules that are set over here and just reselect this one, growth. Okay, this icon. Then remove, we just need green and red one. Okay, this for red one, we just repeat the task that if the value is greater than minus 100, then number, and greater than 0, then it is red, and if the value is greater than equal to 0 and less than 100, then the green arrow. If you click on OK, you can see over here we get the icons right after the numbers. And here how you can create this particular graph in the Power BI. But what if there are not limited countries in your data and there are a lot more countries? Like in this table that here we can see there are around 250 countries, and if your companies have the many brands and operate in particular regions or have something like this, so just copy and pasting the particular link in Excel is a quite hectic job to do. So here we take our tutorial to the advanced level. In this, what we need to do is just let's just find out the one folder for the flags. Here on GitHub, I have found one folder which contain all the country flags that you can use for your visualization. Let me just show you once. Okay, so here something like that. And how we can use this particular in the Power BI? It is quite easy. We can use the concatenate function in Power BI, and if you look at the link, that is a red flag links that I have imported from that particular folder, and you can see that the remaining link is similar, just this particular part. If you look closely, this particular part of the URL is a different. That is basically the ISO code of the countries. So if we go back into our Power BI, we can see there is a ISO code written over here. So we can use that one to get the flags. So just add the column. Okay. So what we are going to do over here is just we convert the link into the text and use the concatenate to insert the particular ISO code at this particular position. So let's just do that. Right now, if you can see that this is actually the link, and we are getting this particular column, so that for each row it's create the separate link, and just click enter. Okay, right now we get all the link ready, and if we create the, let's add the new page, the visual, by using this particular column 1. Here you can see there is a country name and the links. It actually don't show you that, because there's one thing that we need to do, is that data category to the image URL. Okay, right now you can see there is for each country you see the flag right after it, and it is quite useful when you are having the number of brands or number of countries more than a countable digit in your data. So you can also use this particular method to get the image into your data. So you can now create this kind of graph by using both the method. Whatever you like, you can do that.